Districts are shutting down schools as the COVID case count continues to rise. One of them is the Vail district, Esmond Station. The decision to close made this past weekend because of a shortage of staff, and the district didn't want to wait for a recommendation from the Pima County Health Department. Leaders are moving faster because of the new COVID team formed over the summer. Esmond Station, a K-8 school. The campus now closed for 2 weeks. Students and staff have been moved to remote learning. Parents received this letter letting them know 2 staff members tested positive for COVID during the holiday weekend. And the district's contact tracing efforts determined they were in contact with staff and students throughout the campus.
We don't know if there's spread yet, and we probably won't know for a couple more days.
This is Ali Armenta, who leads the district's COVID response team, about 7 workers at the district level and 1 at each of the 23 schools. They are all existing staff who take this on above their normal duties. Their job is to keep up to date with Pima County Health and CDC guidelines, field all questions from staff and families Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, and conduct contact tracing when cases pop up at any school, like Esmond Station.
Because of this contact tracing process, we were able to get this done really rapidly and prevent any additional possible spread that may have occurred if we had to wait.
She means wait for the Pima County Health Department's recommendation to move a classroom, grade level, or school to remote.
The health department does not typically begin their contact tracing until there's a positive diagnosis.
If we would have waited until Pima County got done with their contact tracing and waited for that process to go through, it probably wouldn't even be closed down yet.
So we are doing everything we can to keep our staff and Vail families safe, and we're starting with the contact tracing.
That starts as soon as someone has developed COVID-like symptoms, even if it's just the cold or flu. The number of cases district-wide is about double what they expected, but the district reports most did not originate at the school. Pima County Health Department statistics show about 5% of COVID transmission is the result of campus exposure. 95% of cases start in the household or through social activities and athletics. Cienega High School crunched its case numbers and found the school spread is less than 2%. Health guidelines define close contact as under 6 feet apart for 15 minutes or more. That's when the real challenge starts for the COVID response team. It's hard to get exact numbers on who's potentially exposed.
So when you're doing the contact tracing, you're asking the person that's positive, okay, who have you been around within 6 feet for 15 minutes or more? And they never have like a perfect list. They're like, oh, I think I was around so-and-so, but that might have only been for 5 minutes.
When staff and students are identified, 10 days of isolation begins. If they test negative, they can return to campus sooner.
They suggest a 10-day isolation for someone who has developed COVID-like symptoms and is not going to test.
The Esmond Station campus is closed until December 14th because too many potential exposed staff had to go into isolation. And the district says the COVID team will work through the school year, but funding will be needed if this level of safety measures continues a second year.